Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I would love to share with you a simple but also very powerful tip for becoming 10 times more productive. I've just come back from my training in Toronto where we were sharing with a lot of consultants how to become more productive, how to get a lot more done in a day and also not work so hard. And one of the things that blew my socks off was very simplistic, and I want to share with you today. It's how to prepare your weekly schedule, your weekly and your monthly schedule, and also align it with your big worthy goals. So I thought I was very organized, but after this training, I think that there is a lot to improve on. And I hope that this tip is going to be of value to you guys as well, because it doesn't matter how good you are with whatever you're doing every day, we can always get better. So what does it mean to create a schedule that supports your big worthy goals? Well, first of all, I literally took a spreadsheet and I rolled it out for Monday to Sunday and then for a full month going forward. And then I started looking at different types of activities or tasks that I'm doing. So I color coded them. So let's say I wrote out all my tasks in one tab in terms of my family time, my client time, my business development and sales, my marketing, my leisure, my lunches, my well-being, all of that, and I color coded them in a different manner. Now, what I did, I started blocking out the time and again color coded it for different sections throughout the week. And I tell you guys, as much as I've been doing this material for so long and I've been studying productivity books and I've been applying them, it blew my socks off. It showed me several things. Number one, it showed me where I was ineffective. Let's say my business development, my sales were completely all over the place, inconsistent, and as much as I thought I'm doing great, I really see a space for improvement. And I also have understood how very little time I was leaving for things that are very important for me and upgrading my own skills. I was just getting very busy with being busy and creating the business and driving the business forward and growing it, rather than actually exploding my effectiveness and growing myself as well. So you may start seeing several things. Number one, if you do this right, you may start seeing, number one, that maybe you don't leave yourself enough time for well-being, like, having proper food, having proper sleep, having proper lunch, having proper, I used to schedule everything else but my well-being time, and very soon into the business I learned that it's actually primary importance, because if you're overworked and you don't have any downtime to recharge, you're effectively going to go down and your business is going to go down because you're the CEO of your business. Or you might be goal achiever. You may not necessarily be running a business, but it's the same thing. The second thing that I've noticed is how much activities I was doing that were inconsistently timed and planned in my diary, and I was basically disturbed by a lot of distractions. And now I know how I can improve. So I have lots of action steps that I need to take as a result of doing this planning, and it literally brings huge clarity into my mind. So I do this every Sunday night or Sunday morning, first hour or half an hour of my business. And I plan out strategic tasks. I plan out my well-being tasks. I plan out my business development, my client servicing, everything that I do. I have it planned in my diary. And I tell you this, let's say I have a day when I don't know what to do. I just check my schedule. And Bob Proctor actually quoted a lovely sentence when we were training with him. And he's always been very productive, and he always got a lot done. But he said something very powerful. Whenever he feels stuck, so he of course has a schedule. In fact, his personal assistant has his schedule, but he also schedules the most strategic tasks and he sticks to them, whether he feels like it or not. He said to us that, look, the biggest satisfaction comes from accomplishment. So whatever you do on a daily basis, you want to feel accomplished, that you're moving towards your goals, and you want to feel like you're achieving. So he says this quote, Do your work. Whenever he feels like, oh, his mind tells him, no, I don't feel like doing this today. Oh, maybe I'll sleep a little bit longer. Or maybe I'm just going to have fun today and not do my work towards my goals. He says this, it's a quote by Dean Briggs. Do your work, not just your work and no more, but a little more for the lavishing's sake. That little more which is worth all the rest. And if you suffer as you must, and if you doubt as you must, do your work. Put your heart into it, and sky will clear. And out of your doubt and suffering will be born the supreme joy of life. What he means by that is, if you have a powerful schedule that literally supports your goals, that was another thing that I looked at, and I asked myself, is this schedule supporting my goals? Do I have enough development for myself? Do I have enough well-being time? Do I have enough training time for my staff? I really ask myself, is this schedule really the schedule of someone that has achieved my big worthy goals? And I start making improvements. And when Bob feels stuck around what he needs to do on a daily basis, or maybe doubts creep in, this is what he quotes: do your work, stick to the schedule, and you will have a sense of accomplishment every day, that you're basically doing all that is required towards your goals. And what you will also find is you will actually start having more free time, because you will start scheduling your key strategic activities towards your goals. You will feel a huge sense of accomplishment, and you will actually you will feel like you deserved that rest, or you deserved that downtime with your family, or just doing whatever, reading a good book. So I hope you guys will implement. I highly recommend just pulling out a spreadsheet, spending an hour on this, maybe on a Sunday night or Monday morning, or close of business on Friday. Whatever you guys are doing, if you're moving towards your goals, you want your goals to be reflected in your schedule. And you may find that maybe you're putting in not enough time, maybe you're overloading yourself, not putting enough time to your well-being, or maybe you need to restructure things. And the question to ask yourself is my schedule reflecting the goal that I'm going for, or do I need to change? So I hope you guys got a lot out of this. I certainly did. And I know it might be, it might sound so simple, but I promise you guys, if you sit down and do it, you will have a lot of aha moments, and I hope you will benefit from it. So thank you so much for watching. Enjoy scheduling your work and doing your work whenever you feel like it or you don't, and fulfilling your goals. Take care.